Hi, I'm Mike from Michael's Motor Cars, located in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and I have a very interesting BMW I'd like to show you. Come on over and take a look at it. This car is a 1974 BMW 2002 Tii that we are selling on consignment for a client of ours. The first thing to do, which Bring a Trailer probably has already told you when you looked at this auction, this car was previously sold on Bring a Trailer in March of 2022. It bid up to $44,250. It did not meet reserve. The present owner then reached out to the seller and negotiated a price to purchase the car. I can tell you it was more than the $44,000. It was north of that. So my first suggestion with this car is please take the time and look at the earlier listing. It's a well done listing. I think they do a great job of describing the car. There's a lot of questions back and forth on the car. So take a look at that listing first. The car is essentially in exactly the same condition it was in 2022, with some significant improvements that the current owner has done. Current owner has a nice collection of cars, and he changes his collection around a little bit, and that is why he's offering the car for sale at this time. So let's start with the basics. It's a 74 2002 Tii. It has been modified relatively significantly since new. The motor, which is original to the car, has been rebuilt a number of years ago, and that's all described accurately in the first listing. It is a tuned motor, but it's not crazy. Come on over and take a look at it. It still retains the Tii fuel injection system. It has a different K&N style air filter, but it runs very well. Please watch our driving video that I do. It's stronger than the stock Tii, but it's not a crazy motor. It's very tractable. It starts right up. It runs beautifully. That's matched to a 5-speed transmission, which also works perfectly. It's BMW Trans. And then it is hooked up to a limited slip BMW rear. So the drivetrain in the car is very nice. It has a stall header installed, and all of this is the way the car was presented in 22. It does have coilovers, adjustable coilovers at all 4 corners. So lots of adjustment available in the suspension system. It is significantly stiffer than the car was in stock form. It is set up, it would be a wonderful car for days at the track. It would be a lot of fun to track this car and see what you can do. It's a nice performing car. Some little details. It does have some earlier front turn signal lenses. These are the flat lenses. They're not sticking out like this year normally would have had. The front bumper has been brought in. Just like the previous auction, the car is being offered again with a different front bumper package that comes with it extra. It does have the H4 headlamps, the Bosch headlamps, which are cool. It also does have a replacement VIN plate on the right front fender where it should be. And it also has, which we photographed it, but it's difficult, the original VIN stampings on the right front fender. And that also matches the tag that is on the steering column. So all of the numbers on the car match correctly, and of course they match the title on the car. The whole car is very nicely and neatly done. There was conversation in the last auction about the front cowl because it has the air snorkel on it for a non-Tii. There's discussion whether or not a Tii could have had that or not. I honestly don't know. I used to work on these cars, but I don't know that level of detail. I can tell you that the welding and everything is very, very good on the car right here. If this front valance was replaced, it has been done beautifully. All of the workmanship on this car is very well done. All of the mechanical, the little details are beautifully done. Coming along the side, all of the trim strips are very nice. It has a set of Ronald wheels. They're in excellent shape, no marks. The tires are excellent. Switching for a moment to the interior of the car, it's pretty cool. It's a nice combination of the original interior with some nice updates. It's got a full set of Recaro seats, and in the back also. So that's neat, how they did the entire interior. It has a wooden steering wheel. It has a Nardi wheel, which looks new, and that fits in the package. Also has an upgraded modern stereo. And most significantly, and this is the most significant change, When he purchased the car, he has spent an additional almost $30,000 on this car, of which we have receipts for. The entire paint was gone over, it was buffed, it then had ceramic coating applied to the entire car. Underneath the car, significant time spent detailing the chassis of the car and just really cleaning up underneath the car. And then the most important thing is he put an entire air conditioning climate control system in the car. So, and it works great. So it's all in the center stack, those vents right now. And I show in my driving video, it's temperature controlled over here, and then you use the blower. So that is the heater and the air conditioning. They got rid of the original BMW heater box, that's gone, but it's been replaced by this whole unit. It's really neat. It works well, it blows cold, it blows hot. So that's a significant addition. So you look at almost $30,000 spent, climate control system, heavy detailing, ceramic on the paint, heavy cleaning and detailing underneath. So the car arguably is in much cleaner, much nicer condition than it was last auction it was in. You can see some of the details on the car, like when they did the door panels, and this is just neat, the blending of new and old. This is a BMW door panel, but then they added this carpeting down here, but it's very professionally done. It has the carpet bead going around here, just very clean. An awful lot of care was put into this car when they built it. We also have what looks to be the original owner's manual to the car, an old TII owner's manual right here, service station book, and we found this. This is, we are sure, the car was white before it was black, so this is actually a Polaroid. And you can see another BMW next to it, but I believe this is this car, just because this has been hidden in the car's glove box for quite a while. The current owner also purchased a newer BMW owner's manual booklet and a new owner's handbook, which is still in its wrapper, for a 2002 TII. So that all comes with the car, along with the receipts of the work that he has done recently. It is a sunroof car. The sunroof works correctly. Coming along to the back of the car, again, the trim is excellent. All the lenses are beautiful. I know it's not a roundy, it's a rectangular, but it is what it is. In the trunk area, also some modifications. They mounted the battery in the center of the trunk, have a stabilizing brace here, have a battery kill switch there. Other than that, it's stock BMW. He has the original jack and tools, and the original spare tire is underneath all of this, which we have individual photos of all of that. He has a BMW sunshade that comes with the car. This car originally came from California. All up under here, there's no rust here. This is great. I mean, in Pennsylvania where we are, we always have rust on this lower edge. This trunk edge is very, very clean, very nice. So coming along this side of the car, same story, very straight, very clean car. There really are no marks on the car. There are no scratches, no dents, no dings. They mentioned in the first auction, and I'm mentioning it now, and you have to look at it, it's difficult to photograph. Both front fenders, they had these flares grafted on. Flares are on all four wheels. And around here, in both fenders, you can see there's marks in the paint. They're not scratches, they're actually marks. They're difficult to see. Most people don't see them at all, but I do want to mention them. They are there on both sides on the front fenders, down around here. And they were mentioned in the first auction also. So, you know, here it is. It's a 74 2002 TII. The numbers are correct. It's a body color change. It's an interior change and significant, mostly suspension changes, along with this 5-speed and the limited slip and the slightly tuned motor, well-built motor. So it is an interesting car. It's a hoot to drive. It would be a lot of fun, like I said, to take to the track, do BMW events. It's not a serious race car. It's not that far down the spectrum, but it's a very serious street car, and it carries all of the cool factor that the TII originally had. So open to conversation selling this car, happy to send any additional photos. I've inspected the car myself. I've driven the car. It's a cool car. The workmanship on the entire car is really meticulous and nicely done, and it presents itself beautifully. So this will be a fun auction to see where we go with the TII. Thanks for taking the time and watching the video.